Are you using hair products the right way? You may be or you may be not. And I'll be the first to admit it's fairly frustrating if I get a return on, or a message from somebody that says, oh, the product's not working. And I'm like, well, how are you using it? What are you doing? And when they explain to me that, oh yeah, I just sprayed it on my hair and it's not doing what I thought it would. I'm like, well, maybe it's not the product, it's user error. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of times, and that's why I try to put out videos that are educational so that you all can learn how to do things properly. So when it comes to, let's start with Tidal Wave, my #1 selling product, my sea salt spray right here, Tidal Wave. If you use code YouTube20, that's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com, you get 20% off. And if you purchase over a certain amount, it's free shipping in the United States. And that's after the discount code, okay? So Tidal Wave, my #1 seller. This is designed to be a pre-styler, AKA something you spray on before you, dry your hair. This also could be used as a post-styling product as well, but also my 25 spray. These are what we call pre-stylers. 25 spray is like the foundational spray. It's like, think about putting a moisturizer on your face or sunscreen on your face or your head, whatever. This is like, there's 25 benefits in this product, and it's designed to do a number of things. So I always say, spray this on your hair as soon as you get out of the shower, give it a couple of spritzes, comb it through, and just be sure when you press this down, you have to press hard. Okay, see? It comes out like a mist. If you don't, it's gonna shoot out like a sniper rifle, okay? You need to press down firmly like that and it'll spray out. It's just because it's a thicker liquid consistency. It's not just pure water, okay? Now, that's a pre-styler. That sets you up for the next phase of styling, which can then be Tidal Wave. Now, Tidal Wave, again, while the hair is damp, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4 spritzes. That's it. Now, depending on what you're trying to do with Tidal Wave, if you've got, longer hair and you're, blow drying it with a round brush, or maybe you're female and you want to get more volume out of your hair, you've got fine hair, you can do section by section where you can take the spray towards a root area, section, spray, and kind of isolate where you're spraying it and target certain areas. You'll get a lot more out of that if you're looking for pure volume. Then it comes down to how you're actually styling the hair, okay? How you're styling the hair. That's where the round brush comes in. That's where you're using your fingers, you're using a diffuser. And then at that point, once you have the volume you're looking for, or you may want to add another, like a blow dry cream. I have a blow dry cream that helps kind of seal in the blow dry if you have longer hair again. So maybe you add some blow dry cream to the ends. You can layer on products or a smoothing product, whatever it is. That's where you have to identify and utilize products the right way, where you're using them for a specific purpose. And I know this because I've been a hairstylist for over 30 years, and this is what I've been doing ever since I got into this industry as a professional. So I know, I've learned from the best of the best. I've worked for 2 of the biggest beauty companies in the world, and that's why I have my own now, because I've taken my experience with working on thousands of clients, and I'm passing it on to you all. So you layer on the products because that's what they're designed for. Then you go in and blow dry it. Now, you have the option of styling it when the hair is fully dry. So something like this. Let's just say you have a hairstyle or you want a hairstyle like this, and you want to have it a bit more kind of controlled, a bit more, closer to the head or something like that. Well, that's where you would use, let me just come over here real quick. That's where you would use like my crafted matte pomade right here, which is really an incredible, incredible product. And we put a lot into this. So let's just say you take out a small scoop like so. And what you're going to do is you're going to apply it a little bit here and then also in the fingertips. You want to make sure you're working the product in the fingertips, because when you're styling your hair, you're not really going like this. You're using your fingers. So make sure that you work the product in your fingers as well and get it all throughout here and saturate it. So then what you want to do is you start to mold the hair like so. Okay, now this matte pomade is really designed to kind of tame the hair, get rid of flyaways. It's designed to give you that kind of slick back second day look like this, right? So it really absorbs into the hair nicely. It's a matte pomade. It's not super, super heavy at all, which is why I love it so much. I wouldn't use this on fine hair per se, unless you want you have a ton of fine hair, you just want a slick back type of look like this. But this is designed to really tame down flyaways, and you can see how I'm working the product in, and I'm just kind of sculpting and molding it down this way, all right? And this is gonna give you more of a slick back type of look. You can also use your fingers to rake it, but when you're raking your fingers, when using matte pomades or something like this, you're gonna create a lot of separation. So when using a product like this one, you're actually trying to tame and narrow down the hair. You're not really necessarily looking for tons of volume, okay? And that's why I'm demonstrating how to more use the palm and the fingers to coat the hair. And this will literally stay like this for like 5 days if you didn't wash it, which is kind of awesome, right? So that's for something like this. Now the next style, let's take this mannequin head right here, and let's just say, and I see this more often than not on short hair, is that a lot of times people, they start just patting the hair down like this. The worst thing you can do is pat down the hair, especially after you get your haircut. You know, I've seen this thousands of times where I, kind of spike it up, mess it up, and I go, okay, what do you think? And they start going, oh yeah, I can do this. I'm like, you just matted down your entire head and destroyed the style when you told me you want a lot of volume and texture in your hair. Okay, so if you're looking for volume and texture, the worst thing you can do is mat down. So then you would take something like my product right here, Clutch XL, right? You could take a scoop of it and you can, again, work it like this, and then you go in and you try to mess it up and you piece it and you do things to the hair that are gonna give it volume and texture by using your fingertips like this. You wanna actually try to mess up the hair because that's gonna give it the most texture. Now, depending on the product, like I mentioned, yes, there are products that just are not that great that are on the market, but each one of the products I've hand tested, work with my manufacturers to help create them. I wouldn't launch anything unless I approved it and tested it numerous times on mannequins, on people, different hair types. So, that's why I really stand behind my products and I'm really proud of them. But that's really what it comes down to, is you have to make sure that your technique is right, because the technique could actually destroy, the whole thing, and you're blaming it on the product. So that's what I have to share about that. Yes, there are bad products on the market. I don't claim that mine, I just say that I stand behind them because I've tested them myself. Each one has a specific purpose. If you have any questions about my products, you can ask me in the comments below. If you're in Europe and outside of the USA, you can buy most of my products, not all, but you can buy most of my products on slickhairshop.com. They cover distribution throughout Europe and Asia and all over the world for the most part, but I handle USA, okay? But that's it. So don't forget, for my site, use code YouTube20, that's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.